Hey everyone, this is your girl Catrice, and welcome to Cocktail Hour with Catrice. I'm so excited that you all decided to join me for today's live, to click on this video, and to support your girl, okay? So let's get a few of the church announcements out the way so we can get started. Number one, go over there and check out our Patreon. That is our exclusive community where I give you all breaking news, behind the scenes information, my personal thoughts on some things that I can't say out here, some pictures of people's pictures that I can't post here on YouTube, and some other information, okay? I also give you all a word if I get it, so I don't like to do that much, but it comes through, so I go ahead and give it to you over there in Patreon, okay? Number two, you all should have gotten a text message, okay, from me to you when I'm going live. So if you have not gotten a text message, that means you're not a part of the community. So go over there and text the word cocktails to 833-495-4371. It's 833-495-4371. Also, the third thing, honey, make sure that you all support this channel, okay? And a little bit will help, all right? Because we're trying to build something really positive over here. So check the link down below for my Cashapp. You can send it through PayPal, okay? Just go ahead and support your girl so that we can keep this show up and running. And last but not least, I'm a self-published author of a book, well, several actually, but the main one that deals with this channel is called Triumph Over Adversity, Overcome Your Church Hurt. It shares with you all my personal journey of what God allowed to happen to me, how I ended up leaving the church, and then some of the stuff that he gave to me back then is actually happening right now. So you want to make sure that you check out that book. If you've ever dealt with church hurt, I give you all some tips on how to cope and to deal. I might have to rewrite it, but I don't know, child. This is a lot of work to write a book. I'm doing other stuff. Anyway, I cannot wait to see you all for today's show. Share me with your friends, your family, and your aunties. Okay, the aunties love cocktails. They love me. Share me with them so that they can get this good tea too. I'll see you soon. Bye. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Good afternoon. Happy Wednesday to each and every one of you all that are watching. If you're watching the replay, welcome. What's up? It's a midday type of situation. I'm not going to be on here long. I was trying to do it on Instagram, but no one, it's so weird that, who is this? But Instagram is strange because I can see who's in the room, but they're not saying anything. It's just really strange. But anyway, happy Wednesday to each and every one of you all. I wanted to come on really quickly to give you all some feedback about last night's stream. Shout out to you all that came on. Shout out to the new subscribers. I have probably about a good 15 new people that are following. So welcome to the channel, okay? So let's talk about it really quickly. Let me make one correction from last night. Now, shout out to my street committee. I made a statement in regards to the Joint College of Bishops. Now, apparently there's two different sites. Hey, Dr. Holt, how you doing, baby? Happy Wednesday. Apparently there are two different, they're the same site, which is strange. But so when you Google the Joint College of Bishops, hey, Miss Cook, how you doing, baby? How you been? How you feeling? If you Google the Joint College of Bishops on your phone, which I was on my laptop initially, it gives you their name and then, you can share it. And then it's like, okay, here's their website. But if you go down or if you're on your computer, it gives you the same exact website domain, and it gives you the 404 no website found message, which is on my community wall here on YouTube. So if you all did not get a chance to look at that, just go over there when you get a chance and check out the community tab, okay? So that is the correction. They do have a website, however, I'm still not convinced, okay? Because why is one of them working and the other one's not? And it's the same exact domain. Same thing. The same thing. I even made sure to keep the domains in the screenshot to show you all it's the same thing. All right. So let's talk about, let me actually pull up my comment section. I've gotten some comments from last night, and I'm trying to be good, okay? But it's just so interesting to me, and I appreciate the people that are watching. It says you look different from behind the desk. I have you got muscles. Oh, that was nice. Someone said I look different from behind the desk. I have muscles. That's cute. We must be talking about Kojic. We are not talking about Kojic. No, thank you. Okay, that is not my area of expertise. I will leave that to the Kojic experts here on YouTube. That is not for me to discuss. What's going on with Kojic now? Are they doing something else? Oh, Jesus, I hope not. Okay. I hope they're not doing anything. I really hope they're not doing anything. All right. Where is my channel? We did talk about First Lady Karen Clark Sheard and Presiding Bishop J. Drew Sheard last night. Hey, P2, how are you doing, sis? We did talk about them briefly last night because someone basically called in a false alarm about the First Lady, which is not okay. Let's just be honest, y'all. Like, if you don't like the bishop and the presiding bishop and the First Lady, and you're a part of the organization, then you might need to rethink being a part of the organization. Because starting that kind of mess is just not called for. It's just not called for. And then to call the presiding bishop's personal number, y'all have no class. Whoever did that has absolutely no class whatsoever. Shame on you. All right? Shame on you. You don't know Jesus. All right. All right. So here it is. Us, my first, my last. Okay, so I got some very interesting comments last night. Some pretty positive ones, but there was one. And let me just say this to you all really quickly. Y'all been on those one. Oh, I heard that there was a bishop that passed away, but you know what? I didn't get that much information, and I'll leave that to the Kojic YouTubers. That's not for me. Somebody don't know. Now I did get word. Do not quote me. Do not quote me. Do not quote me. I did get word that this is from a friend of mine. This is not from anyone in the sphere. That they were concerned that he might have been dibbling and dabbling. I said, it's 2023 at this point, y'all. Like, who cares? Just don't preach about it, though. If you preach about it and then you get caught up with your pants around your ankles with a man, it's fair game. For me. If you up here talking damning people to hell because they like the same gender and you like the same gender and you get caught, that is when I am going to have a problem. Honestly. Outside of that, y'all, I could care less. But if they are doing that, that's when I'm gonna say, okay, Bishop, you know what? You sat up here and you recorded, you sat up here in the pulpit and talked 25 times about how homosexuality was a sin. And then you get caught up with the fat cat, XXX, like Pastor Dwayne Dawkins, because that's what he did. And that's why people were ridiculing him so much. And it was a big scandal because he was the person that was basically talking about how homosexuality was so bad. But yeah, baby. And listen, even when I did watch a little bit of The Corn, I don't like when men wear socks in the bed. I just don't like it. I just don't like it. But if you're gonna do it, leave it out the frame. Okay, he was killing the game. I mean, he wasn't doing too much because they did send me the video. They sent it to me from the Twitter. Okay. So some of them don't know him either, but let me hush. I'm gonna mind my CM church business. Coach has to be the bishops for me. They do. They have a lot of They have like, I can't even. It's 6.5 million members in the organization, and that's probably shooting low, in my opinion. So I don't know. So here's the thing, y'all. When you all leave me comments, especially this is to the men of God, because the men of God only come out, and I'm talking about the Bible thumping, homosexuality bashing, Carlton, Pearson. I don't want like saying hate, but disliking Bishop Pearson. They only come out when people are posting, a video and they go live, and then boom, here they want to come in the comment section and give you a scripture. Now, I do not know this mind of God. I mean, did he respond? I think he did. Hopefully he did, child. Respond. I want the man of God to respond to the girl. Okay. He said, now this is my disclaimer. If you're gonna send me a biblical or theological comment, Make it short and brief. After the first line and I see that there's this much left, I'm not reading all of it. Okay. So I'll just give you all my comment, what I said to the mind of God. His name is King's Child Moore. Praise God. He left me a very hefty comment about judging in the Bible and everything, Matthew chapter 7. And I just said, sir, respectfully, long biblical comments don't get read here. That is my disclaimer for today. Where have you been all this time that 2 young children are allegedly in the care of a prominent bishop's daughter and obtained improperly, and an ex-husband is allegedly incarcerated for a crime he adamantly denies committing? Where have you been since I've been discussing that? And then I was a little nasty, and I said, do yourself a favor and get acquainted with my channel and how I operate. Because what you're not going to do, and I don't read all the comments, but when it's long like that and it's people that want to tell me about the Bible and they want to tell me this and that, sir, I don't care. I don't care. Okay. Yes. They love to give me long comments and tell me about myself. And I respectfully tell them, I don't care. I don't care. The overall and overarching response has been very positive about my commentary from last night. I think that I tried my best to focus on the honoring portion of Bishop Pearson and keeping that alive, but also addressing the elephant in the room, which a lot of people are seeing now, which is Bishop Jakes noticeably not saying anything and contradicting himself from the the late 90s, early 2000s to present day. I think that's what it is. Hey, Miss Cassandra, how you doing? Oh, thank you. She said it was touching. Thank you. I really tried it to be positive. I really wanted it to be a stream where I myself had to put my own pride and my own personal triggers to the side about dealing with cancer, right? Like my mom passing away from cancer in 2014, to discuss, the man of God who deserves much honor. Do you have to and I did go back and I did watch, y'all, I went back to watch the Joint College of Bishops, the debate with Bishop Pearson. And I went back to listen to the response to the debate and the response and basically how they excommunicated him. And then, you don't want to ever, maybe a lot of us are just different, right? Maybe a lot of people understand that honor does not mean that you have to agree with everything. I think that's the biggest piece, is that folks are so caught up in theology and wanting to be keyboard preachers, right? Folks want to be keyboard preachers so bad that they forget that this is the soul. That's how I look at it. I look at Bishop Pearson like he's a soul. And as much as I don't know about him, and I'm very honest about that, I think that the level of honor and integrity that the people have shown him, the bishops and the leaders and the artists that was in that video that Mr. Michael, I think his name was Michael David, if I'm not mistaken. I thought it was great. I thought it was absolutely beautiful. And I would be remiss of not covering that, because we're always talking about the negative things here on the channel. We're always talking about how this pastor's doing this pastor's shucking and jiving. Well, why not discuss a pastor who's made such a major impact within the Christian community on all sides? Then someone put up on my page, and I was honest last night. I am very clear and open about not watching everything on YouTube and on social media. Okay. Hey, Angie, thank you. Watching everything on social media. I don't watch everything. I do not. I don't subscribe to everybody. I really, at this point in time, because it's been so much that's happened over the last year, dealing with Texas, I try my best to get online, do my research, come on live, do my live stream, and then I go back to my regular life. I try not to consume myself with so much other content online. And that's on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Threads, across the board. I just don't do it. I really feel like pulling away is best for me. And so, but with that being said, one of my street committee members, shout out to them, they keep me informed. And so they sent me the videos from Larry's page. I also got the YouTube video of the actual, what is that? The tribute, if you will, to Bishop Pearson. And I thought it was beautifully done. It was on his page, and I believe in citing my sources. Okay? Someone left a comment, and I'm not going to repeat the comment here. I'm not going to repeat it. I'm not. You don't have to like a person. You do not have to like a person. But you don't have to like him. Don't call him names and do it on my page. And I screenshot it because I know people are finicky and people will go back and they'll delete stuff. Respectfully, y'all, whatever issue that you all have with other content creators on social media, if this is your life, that is fine. If social media and YouTube beef is your life, that is completely fine. I think it's great for you. I used to love it myself. I used to love sitting around and watching content creators go back and forth and fuss like me. I don't do it anymore. With that being said, I responded to the comment. I responded. Okay. This person called him a name. I didn't appreciate it. Again, I've never claimed to be anyone's biggest fan, but I don't like when you're not going to come to my page being a bully or you feel like, okay, this is a safe space. I'm going to tell her how I feel about him. No, you go to his page with that, or you write it in a journal or something, right? But don't come to my page with this. They wrote down a derogatory statement. And I said, last night's commentary had absolutely nothing to do with anything of the sort, but yet you leave a hateful comment. I said, I gave Larry his flowers because of how he's been honoring Bishop Pearson, and you leave something like this. This is what I'm talking about right here. Just ridiculous. And this is a testament to why I believe that Bishop Pearson started to change his way of thinking. Part of the reason. I'm not going to say the entire reason. And then I was listening to the Joint College of Bishops and Bishop Pearson this morning at the gym. And then I realized something. I'm not going to give my point of view about heaven and hell because it has nothing to do with this conversation. But when I was watching the debate, right, I realized something because I watched Bishop Delano Ellis's response to Bishop Pearson. And it was very nice, nasty. Very, very nice, nasty. And I said, the church, this is not for the entire church, but for the people that believe that we need this God that is so vengeful and so hateful, and that he hates and destroys everything in his path and then damns people to hell. They need that vengeful God so that they continue to be vengeful and hateful. It makes sense now. Now, again, I'm not going to comment on what I believe about heaven and hell because I want to be Brian Carn for next Halloween, right? So I want to be Brian Carn and damn everybody to hell next year. That's number one. But I understand it now because I could not for the life of me think, why is it that folks are just so adamant about Bishop Pearson, even during this time where he is being made comfortable, that people are going to sit around here and they have to cling to something? Because when you cling to something, it's a representation of who you are as well. So I have to keep this vengeful, hateful, held, condemning God so that I can continue to be vengeful and hateful and held condemning. We've all been to church where we've seen that old woman with the mustache and her face is all frowned up like that. So she's walking around and she's taking her cane and she's trying to hit people with it. We've all seen that, whether it's in a spiritual form where, you can tell by her spirit that she's hateful, or by her face, or that old deacon that, that's just getting saved because he doesn't want to go to hell, just trying to get that last minute. I'm spending the last 4 years of my life getting it right because I don't know when I'm going to be taken out and I don't want to go to hell. That's really how I'm sensing all of this, is that these people, regardless of whether Bishop Pearson is right, wrong, or indifferent, They need to cling to something in order for them to continue to be who they are. So that means I don't really have to do that much changing. I have to change me and what I do, but I need to be able to criticize someone else because that still makes me feel like I'm human and not just operating spirit, just strictly spiritually. I need to feel three-dimensional and not one-dimensional. One-dimensional is me just being spiritual, but I need to be three-dimensional because I need to be able to have my criticism of this person and talk about that person, but still be holy over here. And I get to be the judge. That's really what y'all are saying to me. Oh, thank you. Y'all watch me in the line. You watch me in the line. So people be watching me. Thank you. So yeah, that's really what I feel like it is. I feel like people, they need it. It feeds into their narrative. And so I need to have this vengeful, hateful, all condemning entity that is much larger than me, that's going to agree with what I think and my theology. And because I don't like a person and I don't like what they're doing, because again, we're only talking about the sin that folks can see, not the sin that they commit in their heart and in their spirit. But I see that you're with that man, and I feel like that's sin. And so because I think that's sin, you're going to hell. You know, my archbishop and I, shout out to him. He's out of Queens, New York. And first of all, let me just say this. I call him my archbishop. He is not, I'm not in his ministry or nothing, because I think, listen, I can't be under no man of God. That's fine. Okay, he's a colleague in the Lord. We're colleagues. Okay, because I can't be under archbishop. No, I told y'all how I operate. I cannot be under the archbishop, a man of God who is attracted. The devil's a lie, because then if I start sinning in my heart, then I'm going to hell, right? All right. So with that being said, he and I had a conversation a couple of years ago, right? We actually came onto my YouTube channel as well. We were talking about Jamal Bryant or something else. And we were having a conversation offline. And he said to me that there is no, and y'all, this is again, y'all know how I feel about the community. I'm letting you all know what the conversation was with the bishop. He says there are no homosexuals that serve in my church. I said, are you sure about that? Oh, yes. I do not allow them to serve in my church. I said, Bishop, respectfully, you don't know everyone's lifestyle when they leave your presence. You don't. You only see what the representative that they show you when they come to church. So if they want to come across and present themselves as doing well today, and I'm fine, but then they get home and they are struggling with addictions, right? They're struggling with their identity. They're struggling with so many. You don't know what they're dealing with at home. You just know what you see when they come into the four walls of the church. And you go, praise the Lord, Deacon Thornton, it's good to see you. Oh, Archbishop, it's so good to see you too, praise God. And they're giving you the form that the representative that they want you to like. It's just like when I'm dating and I meet a man and we go out for a date, the first couple of weeks, if we're dating consistently, I'm giving that person, I'm still not giving him all of me, because I don't want him to know every part of who I am right now. That's how it is in the church. However, the church is long-standing. So if you're a member there for 25 years and you might be closeted, you're not showing your archbishop or your leader all of you. And so I said, how can you say that no one in your church operates in ministry that is homosexual when you don't sleep with them at home? You don't share a house, you don't share a bank account. You can't say that with 100% assurance. It's absolutely asinine for you to say that. Oh, I know. Okay. Come to find out, that was not the case. What was that? Somebody just sent me a long message. You letting him give you the right hand immediately. Don't look. This is not cocktail hour on Pyro, Dr. Ho. You better behave yourself. The mothers of the church are over here. Okay. And I do not do that. This is not about me. Okay. We're not talking about me. This is not about me. All right. Because I'm not, this is the thing. I don't damn folks that, well, I do, but I do it in a joking way with my friends. I'm like, you're going to hell. You know, I do that. But I don't damn people to hell literally. I don't do that. Like, oh, you know what? That person's going to hell unless I am fed up with them. Now, if I am fed up with you, that is when I send people to hell. That is when I am done and you have done it all for me, done. Then I might say, you know what? They're going straight to hell. That's when I might do that. Yes, I do. That's why I will do that. Because I get sick of them, get tired talking about the same old thing. Y'all don't, let me sidebar. Y'all don't think I'm tired of talking about Texas. I'm worn out. This is why I get online and I get off, and my street committee does most of the footwork. Hey, Miss Claus, how you doing? When y'all say a lot of gay things. That is funny. They go, look, but that's what, you know what though? It's so funny you mentioned that. I was watching, which one? Hold on, let me go to it. Let me Google it. I was watching the response to Bishop Pearson's debate with the Joint College of Bishops, right? And that's interesting that you said that, because Bishop J. Delano Ellis said something very similar to what you just said. He was given a story time. Here it is right here. He was giving out a story time and talking about, I guess, one of his mentors or someone that he was close to. They were having these long theological debates, right? And they were talking about who's going to be in heaven or hell or whatever. And he was saying, you know, I guess he has to, I forgot how he worded it towards the end, but he said that, you know, I guess he would have to eat his words if he saw a person that committed rape or SA of a child or Muslims or whoever, right? Someone that was not a Bible thumping, Jesus believing Christian, right? And it's just so funny that you said that, because it's something similar to what he said in this last clip. It is the video entitled Bishop Carlton Pearson and the Joint College of Bishops debate. And it is from 5 years ago, has 255,000 views, and very popular video. And I watched all 19 minutes of it this morning because I needed a better understanding. And I watched it years ago, but I did not watch today. I didn't watch the entire thing. I just watched the last clip where Bishop Pearson was asking them questions and everything, and just going back and forth. And he said something also that was interesting. He mentioned that I need to know what his sign is, child. Is he a Leo? Because he was petty in this comment, and I loved every second of it. He said something to the effect of, I was hoping that this would be a well-versed debate, but you all have the same theology. Like I need, like, basically he was asking for more. He wanted to be challenged more. And everyone that was on the Joint College at the time had the same exact theology across the board. No one differed in their theology. And so he said, basically, he was looking like, I really need more substance here. Okay. So I thought that was pretty interesting. But yeah. And my friend asked me last night, he said, do you always watch, like, do you listen to podcasts all day? What type of music? I said, I listen to music. I said, but honestly, when is he born? Let me see. I said, I listen to music, but I said, because of no, I think is he a Sag or an Aries? But I said, but because of my channel, I have to research, so sometimes I have to listen to videos, sometimes I have to read articles. I just don't like getting online with no information, you know what I mean? So, but I actually like listening to documentaries and stuff. I'm kind of like a nerd, because you need to know, you got to know, right? I don't take people's words off face value. I need to know for myself what it is. So if you give me something, I'm going to tell you, I'm going to come back once I research it, and then I will respond to it. But I'm not going to just take your word at face value. That's not how I operate. Okay. But anyway, I just think it's very interesting as I'm getting ready to close. I'm not going to be on here long, but I just find it funny because this happened back in July, and I had to correct the actual year too, because I went back to listen to it last night. It was July the 15th, 2023. I was getting ready to go to a boxing match. I love boxing. And what is it? We were online. I think it was the same week that Jamal Bryant was at the I Elevate conference with Bishop O.C. Allen and First Gentleman Rashad Burgess. And they had he basically apologized on behalf of the Black church. And when I did that video, that live stream, the men of God, I'm sorry, my bad. The men of God, I'm sorry, hold on. Just the strong men of God. I want to make sure I'm saying it right. The men that should be caring about the touching and the essaying of children, right? They should be concerned about women being mishandled and mistreated. People that are of the LGBT community being ostracized and put out of the church. They should be concerned about pastors shucking and jiving, dipping and dying, and then lying in the pulpit. No. They want to come over when we're talking about people, when Jamal apologizes on behalf of the church, right? And Bishop Pearson. That's when they come out. They don't come out. They should be concerned about a very prominent bishop's eldest daughter who has allegedly obtained 2 children improperly, and whose husband is incarcerated, and he adamantly denies being the culprit of said conviction. The man of God is facing 20 years in jail. Now you come over here because you want to have the heaven and hell conversation. You want to fuss and give me scripture about heaven and hell, but yet you have present day issues that are going on right now, and you say nothing about it. We have all of these daggone Bishop Woodens, okay? And not enough people that are concerned about everybody else. We have this man of God right here. Okay. We have him. And I haven't heard much from him, child. What are you doing? Bishop didn't look good last time I saw him now. He has not been here. I've been saying, Bishop, where you at? The people want to see you. The people want to know if you're coming back to the channel, and he has not given me a response. I said, look. I know they had convocation last week. I said, Bishop, if you're going to come back, let me know so I can let the people know that you're going to come back and join us. So right now we just have this because Bishop Wooden is currently, I guess he is handling Kojic business. Okay? He's handling important Kojic business. Oh, Lord. I'll call her in a minute. He's handling important Kojic business. Okay? That's all I got. So, but anyway, shout out to the people that watched last night. Apparently, the people of God were up all night long because when I woke up this morning, we had over 1,000 views. And for the average viewer of YouTube that sees people that have 12,000 views, it is not easy to get to 1,000 views sometimes on different channels, especially because YouTube is so saturated. Luckily, it's only a couple of the women of God and myself in the sphere. Okay, we are the difference. Okay, we are the difference in the YouTube. Church sector. The women of God. We are slow. We're coming up, doing our thing. So. And you know one thing about the women of God, I'll tell y'all, we don't do no fussing. We just get on the line and do our commentary and get off the line. That's it. We just get on and get off. That does not sound right. We just get on and get off the line. Okay? We get on and then we hop on off. So anyway, shout out to you guys for watching. But like I said, I'm thoroughly pleased. It just really bothers me when we have a Michelle Loud that is still very much going through. She's still in the fight. Hey, Organically, Chanel, how you doing, baby? Welcome to the channel. Thank you. Appreciate you. When we have people like Michelle Loud, who is struggling to get her son back, struggling to make ends meet, to get her son back. She's unsealing documents. She's really trying her hardest. And I never want people to think that this is a bashing the Jigs channel, but I have to call a spade a spade. That is how we grow. That is how we learn. And I am not a yes person. You're not going to get yes out of me unless I really feel like it is a yes. You're not going to get it out of me. I like to be honest and fair. I will give them their props when I see that they do something right. I gave him his props when he was supporting Pastor Joel Tudman when his father passed away. I gave Bishop Jakes his flowers right here on this channel, and I'll do it again if he does something that he's supposed to do. But when you are pretending as if someone did not, that God did not use someone to take you to the next level, you're being disingenuous, and it's not the truth. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. I need people to be honest and say, you know what? Had it not been for God sending this person my way, I would not be here. That's okay. We're not talking about all the millions of dollars that you've obtained outside of that. But you have to be honest and say, I got my start because he played a 7-minute clip. I will play the videos for you all so you all can hear it. A 7-minute clip on his show with 2 other preachers. Bishop Brian Keith Williams is another pastor that was on that show. 7 minutes. You don't have to like his theology, but give the man of God his just due. Honor him. Okay? If you don't know, if you didn't watch last night's stream, this is what honor is right here. Let's just go back again. Here's another lesson for the people that are watching from the back. Honor, a noun, it means to have high respect and great esteem. His portrait hangs in the place of honor is an example. The verb of the word honor means to regard with great respect. They honor their parents in all they did. Okay? That is what honor means. It does not mean that you have to agree with his theology. It does not mean that. It just means that you need to be honest and say, had it not been for this encounter, this meeting at Damascus, okay? Paul and Saul to Paul, Jesus, Saul to Paul, the persecutor of the Jews, Saul to Paul. Had it not been for that meeting at Damascus, I would not be here. And God gave us did not God give us an example of even Jesus being fully God and fully man? He was fully God in the spirit and fully man. He came through the birth canal of Mary, a natural birth to show us fully God, fully man. Does that make sense to y'all? I mean, maybe I need to start teaching again. Maybe I need to start teaching again because the folks don't know. That's what that means. Fully God. I sit on the seat with the Father, but fully man. I came through the birth canal of a woman to become flesh to help others so that I can show you that I need somebody. I could listen. God could have easily said, you know what? I'm going to send you right down there. Boom, get on earth. He said, no, you're going to have the human experience. You're going to breathe like they do. You're going to learn and talk and connect like they do because you need to be both. Bishop Jakes then became arrogant. He never been like this at this point. I would have been I'm not talking about that. You're excellent and fair commentary. That's why. Oh, thank you, Miss Coles. I appreciate you. I told y'all to go back to Larry's video from Friday. I think it was either Thursday or Friday. Go back, and I want y'all to go back and listen again. Go back to his page. Listen again. Go back to his page. Listen again. My patrons know exactly what I'm talking about. But if you don't know what I'm talking about, I suggest you take the freeway. You go back to his page And the video is called, listen, Ms. Cole, I try to be fair. I try to be fair. I'm not going to sit up here and lie and say, I got this from so-and-so. No, I got it from that my subscriber sent it to me from his page. And I'm going to be honest about that. Okay, hold on. The name of the video is okay, no, it's gotta be you must have streamed it. They just sent me the link. This must be it. Let me see. Yeah. Okay, this is from 11/9/23. It's 11/9/23. Larry Reid speaks post about Bishop T.D. Jakes concerning Bishop Carlton Pearson. Y'all go back to that video, okay? And listen again. That's all I'm gonna say. Go back to his page. Listen. I listened to it twice. I went back to so I ain't crazy. Go back to his page and listen again. So let me actually post these videos. I don't know if you all saw them last night. So I'm gonna post the video from this past Sunday first. And then we're gonna go back in time. Now let me not be extra. The post from Sunday is Bishop T.D. Jakes, the 2023 model. Okay. We have 3 models that we're going to discuss today really quickly. This is the 2023 model, and then we're going to show you the 1990s model. And then we're going to show you where he started, and I'm getting off the line.
Since when I first started preaching years ago, they would say, I go preach for somebody big time. They say, they made my ministry. They made me who I was. I said, well, good. If you made one, you can make another. But the truth of the matter is, this is the Lord's doings, and it's marvelous in our eyes. If you know God made you who you are, no matter who tries to take credit for it, if you absolutely are certain, walk up to somebody like you fine and wide and say, God did this. Type it on the line, God did this. Put it on your car, God did this. I can't help it. It's not my fault. You don't like it. Take it up with my daddy. God.
All right, that was the 2023 model of Bishop Thomas Dexter Jakes Sr. Okay, he's the senior to the junior of his first birth son, Junior, which is his last child. Praise God. All right, now here you have the next video is from probably like the late 90s, early 2000s. Okay, so this is the 1990s, early 2000s model. All right, of Bishop T.D. Jakes.
What one event led to the shift in your ministry? It's kind of hard to answer that, ma'am, because it's never any one event. It's a series of events that when you look back on it, if this hadn't happened, that wouldn't happen, if that wouldn't happen, this wouldn't happen, that wouldn't happen, this wouldn't. But in the middle of all of those series of events, there's always one primary thing that is a destiny point. And my destiny point ministerially was this. Sit down, relax. Y'all are so excited. I was preaching everywhere, preaching for everybody. The Lord was blessing. Full-time ministry, going forward. I'd already done Woman Art Loose. Nobody knew it. Nobody heard of it. Nothing like that. Already writing. Nobody knew it. Nobody heard it. Nothing like that. Preaching in major facilities, but not on a major scale. Major for me. happened to get an invitation to go to speak for Higher Dimensions in Tulsa. There were 3 speakers to speak at a pastors conference. It wasn't Azusa, it wasn't a big one. It was Azusa's pastors conference held at Carlton Pearson's church. 3 speakers were to speak. 1 Wednesday, 1 Thursday, 1 Friday. I was to speak Thursday. Brian Q. Williams spoke Wednesday and Dr. Hamby spoke Friday. We spoke, I spoke a message behind closed doors. Pastor Pearson was on television, I wasn't. He decided to play a clip of each one of the 3 speakers. It was a 7-minute clip. 7 minutes, 3 times 7 is 21. By the time he did his opening, his close, and his advertisement, it took up the 30-minute window. 7 minutes. He played 7 minutes of my sermon. Whoever was in the editing booth had to choose which section of my sermon to play. He, in the editing booth, chose a particular section of the sermon where I was talking about Christ showing his wounds. So that was the clip he chose. He chose that clip. It was edited into the show. Carlton aired that show. Carlton decided when to air that show. Had he decided to air it at another time, even though he used that particular clip, it wouldn't have made any difference. Paul Crouch happened to come home at the time that Carlton Pearson's show was on. He happened to reach for the remote control at the particular 7-minute window that my particular clip of a sermon happened to be on. If he would have went in the kitchen to eat a ham sandwich, it just so happened that Paul Crouch was writing a book called I Had No Father But God. And he was struggling with whether he should tell the details of the story of his life. And so when I start talking about showing people your wounds, it just so happened that that was what he needed to hear at that particular moment in his life. If the person in the editing booth had chose another section of my message, even though it was me preaching, it wouldn't have gotten done what it needed to get done. But because I happened to say yes to a conference that Carlton happened to have, and Carlton happened to put it on television, and it happened to be the right 7 minutes that the right person heard it at the right time, when Paul heard it, he started crying, called Carlton on the phone, said, find who this big joker is from West Virginia and bring him to California. Is there anybody in here who can understand what I'm talking about?
Ladies and gentlemen, that is the 2000. That's the late 90s, okay, early 2000s model of Bishop Jakes, who acknowledged, by the way, Bishop Carlton Pearson, but you know. Now he doesn't need anybody, so it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. And this right here, as you all can see, sadly, Bishop Jakes Millicent left it. Oh my God, isn't that something? Listen. You said that right there, Ms. Corliss. You said it right there. Right now, we are looking at 2 different people, and this is listen. This person right here has allowed this to go on. This is, you can be lied on, talked about, plotted against, and still win. This is called arrogance, ladies and gentlemen, because allegedly she has a child that she's obtained improperly from Michelle Lau that I'm going to keep talking about here on this channel. Okay, so if you're new to this channel, we are Justice for Jason, hashtag Michelle Lau here. That does not mean I'm a hater of the Jakes, but I like to call a thing a thing. And when they are online, shucking and jiving in line, I have to call it out. They're used to it by now, so y'all don't have to go back and run. They know exactly who I am, okay? They are fully aware of who I am. So if you're new and you're a core fan, God bless you. But listen, they know exactly who I am. They watch me. They pay people to watch my content. They pay people to watch Michelle, okay? If Larry covers it, they'll pay them to watch his too. That's what they do, okay? Anyone that covers them on the line, they pay them to watch. That is their main job, all right? But this right here are 2 different people. The man on the left was the 1980s version of Bishop Jakes, the one that was hungry and humble, okay? He had a zeal for God, over 300,000 miles on that body. Okay. He was worn out. He was tired, but he did what he did for God because he genuinely loved God. And I'm not saying he doesn't love God now, but he was humble. He was humble. The version on the right, that's the 2023 model. That's what we see today, y'all. And we are not impressed by the 2023 model. I'm not. I'm not impressed, because if anytime you can allow your child, your eldest child, now you sit her down for the homecoming of Women Thou Art Loose. Women Thou Loose is done. You sit her down for the conference because you knew it was bad for business, but you do not publicly rebuke her and say, give this baby back to this mother. That's when people have a problem. Okay? I'm trying to tell y'all, he's trying to leave the scene. Okay? That's why I'm coming with his last one. He knows when it's time to exit. He's putting Sarah up. I told y'all last year it was going to be the changing of the guards, and that's what we're seeing right now. Even when it comes down to Bishop Pearson, it's the changing of the guards. The hands are getting ready to switch. Okay? I'm letting you know what I see. It's the changing of the guards. And people are not careful. And this is the thing. You can love Bishop Jakes, but hold that man of God accountable. Bishop, I love you, sir. But what are we going to do about this here? About Jason? What are we going to do about Jason? This is breaking news, sir. What are we going to do about Jason? Oh, you don't know nothing about Jason. Okay. All right. Whatever you say, sir. I don't believe it. He knows exactly what's going on. He's choosing not to address it. And his arrogance, and see, this is the other piece to it, because I believe Larry mentioned this to it as well. And I don't want to keep talking about it, but I'm going to say this. He always responds via his pulpit. It's not abnormal that Bishop Jakes claps back via the pulpit. He has clapped back at me via the pulpit. Someone sent me a message and I said, child, don't send me no more of this crap. I don't want to see it. Listen, he's taller than me and bigger than me. We can sit down and I will treat the man of God to a cup of coffee. He likes a little Hennessy. I'll treat him a little. We can go to the bar together. My name is Cocktails for a reason. I don't drink like that anymore. Thank the Lord. But I will. If you want a shot of hen dog, I got you. Okay. If you want a shot of Hennessy, sir, I got you. Let's go. On me. On me. Okay. I will go with you. Let's go to a lounge and you sit down and you can read me my rights, but let's sit down and have a conversation. And I'm going to ask you, why is it? Now, I have my own theory as to why he's allowed this to go on. Because if you believe this is my theory, if you believe that your child has something on you that's going to damage your career, damage your ministry, you shut up. And that's why she's allowed to get away with murder. She's still actually on. Her name is not on the website for the Destiny's World for the children, but her picture is still up there with her back turned. It's like she's like a predator with the children. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. I do not like it. But anyway, shout out to the pastors and the leaders and the artists, the bishops, the leadership that thought it not robbery to give Bishop Carlton Pearson, regardless of the theology, his just due. So I thoroughly enjoyed watching every minute of that. It was something else. And I hope that more people can come out of the woodworks before it's too late and just say thank you. And I hope and pray that the Joint College of Bishops retract what they have given out, because it wasn't that serious. Listen, had he not said anything and he believed it, you would have never known. But he was bold enough to say it. And guess what? It's a lot of bishops right now, pastors in position, that don't even believe in a God that they're supposed to be serving. They believe in the God that pays them, and the God that the people believe in that pays them, or the God that allows him to have a platform so he can shuck and jive with multiple women. That's what they believe in. Some of these pastors do not believe that there is really a God. They do not. Sorry. It's just the truth. Because if they did, if they believed that there was really a God, and that this God was so vengeful and so hateful that he could strike them dead, then they would have no use for my channel. There would be no cocktail hour with Catrice. There would be no talk about the bishops and the pastors, because they would be so afraid that this hateful, vengeful God that's going to strike them down if they do something that is contrary to the word, they wouldn't do it. Can I be honest with y'all? If these pastors really believed in the God that they serve, we would have no scandal. If they believed that this guy was so vengeful and hateful and condemning them straight to hell, we would have no scandal. There would be no YouTube channel talking about the church. You might have one media outlet to cover, if the church was back on their mortgage or their rent or something like that, but you would not have multiple YouTube channels and multiple media outlets. There would be no Christian Post. There would be no need for it, because they would be so convicted and so afraid to upset and disrupt what God is doing, that and so afraid that they would be struck down to even think about shucking and jiving, dipping and diving and doing it. They wouldn't even do it. Why would you go out here and do deliberate sin if you were that afraid? Does that make sense to y'all? It's like the constant contradiction for me. It's like on one end, you can have church without hell, but on the other hand, it's the same pastors that get involved in foolishness. I got a message one time about one of the bishops. I don't even know his name. I think they told me a couple of times. I don't remember the bishop's name. Bishop got caught up wearing women's clothes. Wait. So you tell Bishop Pearson that he is wrong about his theology of hell, but yet you get caught up in a scandal and get caught in with what? You get caught up. Let me get my phone. Hold on. Let me make sure I got it right. Wait. Yep. There it is. I don't know the name of the bishop, but I'm gonna tell you like this. There was a bishop on the board of the Joint College of Bishops that sat up here and told Bishop Pearson that he was wrong about his theology, and across the board, all the men of God were in agreement. And this man of God was dressing in drag. And is no longer pastoring, by the way. Not pastoring. Because he got caught. But yet, Bishop Pearson, I don't know why to say, I need a stabilizer for this. But yet, you condemn Bishop Pearson and then you excommunicate him. How that work? Y'all tell me how that works. Can somebody help me out? I am shooketh at the thought of a mind of God that can sit up here and tell another man who is theologically sound, in my opinion, because I like how he talks, but I don't get into my own personal thing. But yet and still, you get caught up wearing women. I can't, y'all. When I tell you I cannot. I can't. The man that got caught up wearing women's clothes. And when I got the message, I've been told this before. I don't put two and two together because sometimes people have to remind me or tell me more than once. And they said, oh yeah, he was on the Joint College. He was on the same board of bishops that condemned Bishop Pearson? They said yes. Okay. And guess what? Can I be honest with y'all? Can I give y'all something? Can I give y'all something? Can I give y'all something? He's not the only one. And this time I'm not talking about Bishop Jakes. This time I'm not talking about Bishop Jakes. I got a message from one of my loyal subscribers asking me, initially they asked, have you heard anything about this bishop? I said, no. Don't even know who this bishop is. Gave me this whole dissertation about this bishop. I have not come out with it yet because I need hard proof. Hard proof. Told me that the bishop was caught in his office with his armor bearer, dressed in women's clothes. I said, okay. This is recent. Wow, she said too many of those bishops enjoy Carlton's fall. This is recent, y'all. Got a message. Saying, if you hear anything about this bishop, apparently he is a very popular bishop. He is, if I told you the organization, you say, oh, I couldn't even tell you the organization because you would get it. Told me that the bishop got caught up. No, it wasn't Wooden. Told me that the bishop was in his office during the day, during the week, and his armor bearer was chasing him around the office, and he was dressed in women's clothes. This is in 2023. And I said, if you got to give me, you're hoping it was Wooden. A lot of people are hoping it was Wooden because he's just one big walking contradiction. He is. But this is in 2023. And I said, I will not discuss this unless I have hard proof. You have to give me proof. I will not talk about it. And they said, well, of course they trust that y'all know, if you talk to me behind the scenes, you tell me not to say nothing, I ain't saying nothing. I'm definitely not giving no names out. Okay. Definitely not going to give y'all a name out of who my source is. I'm not doing that. But it's just very interesting to me that the people that were on the Joint College, all these strong men of God, and they were reading out this like a scroll. They had to scroll out. There's a video. Told you I did some research this morning, honey. I went back on the line. I'm looking at myself. I'm looking at the wrong thing. Okay. There was, let me see what the title of the video is called. It is called, now this one is 44 minutes. I didn't sit through all that. I couldn't do it. Because this man of God so I don't even like listening to my own monotone voice, but let alone somebody else. It's called Joint College Response to Gospel of Inclusion. And that is when the man of God, a heavyset young man who looks like he had been eating way too many, like he was sinning. The man of God, because I'm a thick woman. Okay. So I can say, I told y'all my friend passed away. I was on this health journey. As I was eating cookies, I'm telling myself first before y'all say, stop body shaming. I'm not. But you can't sit up here and tell the bishop that he ain't theologically sound, and yet you out here reveling with food. But anyway, whatever. I'm done. So this man of God standing here and 44 minutes worth of this gentleman giving out a complete dissertation as to why Bishop Carlton Pearson, which they refer to him as the inclusionist, okay, why he is no longer going to be a part of their boys club. Because we don't want you here. You don't believe in our hell. You gotta go. It's our hell. You can't take it. You can't take our hell. It's our hell. It's mine. So they kicked him out the boys club. Said, Bishop, you gotta go. You're kicked out. We don't want you here anymore. We want to sit here and we want to, excuse my language, we want to circle jerk together. Okay, we want to keep our hell, but we don't want to believe in the hell that you're talking about, because if we did believe in the hell that you're talking about that doesn't exist, then we would not be chucking and jiving. And in this other bishop's case, I would not be dressing up in a garter belt and women's clothes. Hey, her meekness would not be dressing up in a garter belt and in women's lingerie. But because I don't believe in the God that in the hell that you're talking about, I'm just doing this because I don't want to be kicked out of the club myself. I'm gonna go along to get along with the gang, and we're gonna kick you out of our club. Thank you for your service, but you're out. We're done with you. That is not the love of God. It's not. Sorry. And I know people don't agree with his theology. That's fine. But I thought love was long suffering. I thought it didn't keep a list of wrongs. That's what I heard, y'all. That's what the Bible told me, that it was long suffering, and they kept no laundry list of the things that I think that you got wrong. I obviously have not been in love in a long time, because I do. I have not been in love in a long time because I do keep a list. I'm a Leo. I keep it right here. Okay. So you do me wrong, check one. Okay. That's why I keep riding Cora Jakes. Okay. Because she keep on going on the line and trying to intimidate folk. And I'm sick of her. Sick of her. She needs to go get saved. She should be dipped again right alongside of me. Praise God. All right, y'all, I'm done. I stayed on longer than what I'm supposed to, as usual. But I'm only 9 minutes late, so it's not too bad. Hope that you all are well. Hope that you all have a fantastic day. I just wanted to come on and share with you all my thoughts about last night's stream. The people said I handled it very well, so I'm pleased about that. I'm pleased about that. I never want to, especially when he's what people would deem as a transition phase, to disrespect anyone, in particular someone that has been a mentor to people. He's a father. He's a pastor, a minister. Hey, Kwame, I'm getting ready to leave, baby. I'm sorry. You got to watch the replay. Oh, the issues of these pastors and bishops forget that God says high and looks low. I need to calm down. They would be. There's no reason why. There's absolutely no reason why we should have any scandal within the body of Christ at the behest of these preachers if they believe in the hell that they preach. Sorry. Let me catch Kwame up real quick. So because I gotta say this one publicly while he's on the line. Let me say this again. We would have no reason for YouTube channels focusing on the church. We would have no scandal if the preachers that are preaching hell fully believed in it. There would be no need for hell, right? Because they believe in it. So it's like, okay, yes, I am a straight-laced preacher. I'm here for the souls. No, a lot of them are here for their flesh. And they want to be a part of a boys' club like the Joint College of Bishops. Okay? And so they need help so that they can damn everybody to help because they want to be nasty and rude. But they need it. But they don't believe in it. Because if they did, then that one bishop I think he's on the West Coast. Okay? I don't know what his name is. And if I did, I wouldn't tell y'all. Okay? It's a very credible source of mine. I have credible sources behind the scenes. Told me that this particular bishop, that was on the Joint College of Bishops, decided he was going to leave the Joint College. I don't know the time lapse period, but he got caught up in a scandal of his own wearing women's clothes. But I thought wait. How are you gonna get caught up wearing women's clothes? Doesn't that go against everything that your Bible talks about? Doesn't that go against your theology? What? Then you excommunicate a man of God, a well-learned man of God, with way more clout that you could ever buy. Didn't you kick him out? Didn't you excommunicate him from the Joint College of the Circle Jerk? I'm sorry, the bishops. Okay. That tells me that these men of God that hold so strongly to get down, Wooden. I don't want you up here anymore. They hold on so strongly to their convictions and to their theology, and they have to have hell. Oh, my nail. They have to have hell in order to keep people in. The devil is busy. Okay. Right. You have to have the people in the church. So you have to have hell. That doesn't make sense because you don't even believe in it yourself. Because you think that you're God. That's part of the problem. They think that they're God. So they kicked this man of God out under the behest of, to my knowledge, because he's the founder, Bishop J. Delano Ellis, God rest his soul, wherever he is. The mind of God, who was a Mason. And I never understood that. How you going to talk about, I don't understand bringing Freemasons into the church or Masons in the church. I never understood that. That never sat right with me. Front row and they blue and they white. No, sir. No, that does not have place in the church. It does not. Get it out from where I'm sitting. Y'all don't believe in the hell that you talk about. Because if you did, you wouldn't be involved in all this other stuff. You would be strictly God. You would be strictly all about Jesus, all about the kingdom, all about souls. I never understood that. Get Freemasonry and the Masons out of the church. No, they have no place there, in my opinion. I do not like it. I have never liked it. If people really understood what it was, I've never liked it. Never. I've never understood it. It's just something that never sat right in my spirit. Because you can't mix the two. There has no place in the body of Christ. But who am I, child? I'm just a big mouth woman here on YouTube running my mouth, child. Just trying to make a difference, one bishop at a time. Okay. Let me go back, and then this is it. This is gonna be it. But yeah, they don't believe in the hell they're talking about. I did make a post today. Shout out to my street committee members. They did find the website for the Joint College of Bishops, and they hey Sergeant King, how you doing, baby? And they are having their annual. Okay, they're having their annual conference, and I think I'm going to try to go. Hold on, Joint College of Bishops. Here we go. There's a mayor right next door. Okay, so they are having their Congress, the Joint College of African American Pentecostal Bishops. They're having their Congressional Conference 2024, the End Time Body of Christ. Now, why is it that I still don't know who in the world is in charge of the joint college. They have no information here. They don't have an about page. They have nothing. This right here is foolish. You have a landing page. I need joint college. You said God is not a secret. No, he's not. No, and I need to know who's. They have a little chat box. Who is on the joint college? Who is the head of the joint college of bishops? I need to know. They have no about page. They have no history page, no founders page, no nothing. Why is it a secret? Let me see. Should I call? You think they're gonna be open? Oh, they would be mad with me. Let's see. The Joint College of Pentecostal Bishops. I don't like it. I have never liked the I've never liked the Masons being in the church. Years ago, God, I want to say I was still in, I think I went to a baby shower. And it was at the Masons Lodge. And I walked in and I just got this feeling. I said, oh, something doesn't feel right in here. I did not know what the Masons were. I had no clue. My father was not a Mason, to my knowledge. He was a veteran. He wasn't a Mason. But when I walked in, I could still feel it. I can still feel it. Oh, I have a friend that's a Mason. He's always trying to get me to go to a party. I said, oh, no, you're not going to corrupt me. You're not going to take and snatch my soul. Somebody I could be an Eastern Star. I said, oh, absolutely not. No, I don't do that. Nope. I don't mix it. I don't mix the two. All right. I don't mix the two. They have a way different doctrine. Hold on, let's see who this is. Because they don't have anything on their website. It said the reunion will be an exciting time of worship and ecclesiastical instruction. We are restoring the ministry of reconciliation. Oh, here we go. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. I think we have a breakthrough here from the Instagram page. Let's see who's on the line. JCOB. Here we go. Hold on. Better known as Slayer. Is that what they call? Oh, well, I don't play that. Okay. We have, so this is the man right here that's on the website. His name is Archbishop David M. Copeland. Where you at, Bishop? And Archbishop Alfred Owens. Okay. So let's see where David Owens is. What are people saying? Where are you, mind of God? Now they had some reconciliation conference. They should have had Bishop Pearson up there too. Huh? And you kicked him out. You threw him over the daggone Brooklyn Bridge and told him to sink or swim. Making God ashamed. Hold on. Let's see. Let's look at David Copeland. One second. Bishop David M. Copeland. Where you at? Which church do you pastor? Okay, so he is from Buffalo, native of Buffalo, New York. That's him. So he is now the chairman of the Joint College of Bishops. Hold on. He's in Texas. I can't go to Texas. I can go to Ohio though. And who is this other man, the mind of God? Hold on. See, y'all, that's what happens when we go on the line and be nosy. I can't help myself. Now this is his name is you know what? Y'all, that's Susie Owens' husband. That's co-pastor Susie Owens' husband. sister, the one that loves me so much that she called me up last year to ask me what the people were saying. That's co-pastor Susie. Let me get him on the line. Let me find out. Bishop. Mm, mm, mm. They done messed up now. I'm going to this conference now. Oh, I'm going to the conference. Let me find out. That's co-pastor Susie Owens' husband. That's a good picture of him right now, but he's about to retire. Oh, you know I don't play. When it comes down to research, honey, I don't play. That's co-pastor Susie Owens' husband, Bishop Harford Owens. That's a good picture of him right here, but this is not what he looked like now. They're getting ready to retire. Okay. The man and the woman of God have already announced their successors of their ministry. Okay. They announced it, I want to say it was last February that they announced it. Yeah. And I got some tea on them too, but I don't. Yep, that's him, Bishop Copeland. Yep. Bishop David M. Copeland. He is the chairman of the Joint College of Bishops. So now we need to write a letter to Bishop David Copeland and Bishop Alfred Owens and ask them to restore integrity to Bishop Pearson. That's what they needed to address. Shoot, that's why Susie Owens, the co-pastor, should have called me back last year. She didn't call me back. She called my phone because of this Court Jake situation. She called me. If you're watching and you're new, Bishop co-pastor Susie Owens. They are the pastors. What's the name of the church? Hold on. At the Greater Something Church. Join us. I will not. Oh, there she go. She looked good for 75 now. I'll give her a props. She's a good looking woman. But I don't like the fact that she tried to call me. I'm gonna ride her tail and keep on telling the people what the woman of God did. You were bold enough to call my phone. You should have been bold enough to pick it up when I called back. Sure. All because of court, because of TDJ. The devil's a lie. Yeah, I can't go to Texas right now, even though I know how far is San Antonio from. They are the pastors of the Greater Mount Calvary Holy Church. They're not holy. The people say that they like to. Okay, I'm gonna just tell y'all what I heard. I don't know if this is true. But the people say they like to swing. That's what the people told me. I said, I need proof. You can't just tell me something like that. That's what I heard. Now, I'm not going into detail. That's what I was told. That the mind and the mind of the woman of God. That's what they told me, that they like to swing. And I said, look, none of my business, not my bedroom situation, because I don't want anybody getting involved in my bedroom situation. You know what I'm saying? So I don't really care. It does not affect me. Now, if it comes to my front door, she looks just like her brother. If it comes to my front door, that's something different. If you bring it to me, talking about you want to get in the bed with us, no, ma'am. No, sir. Oh, we're not doing that. Okay. I don't know. No, absolutely not. I don't believe in that. It's blasphemous. Me getting in the bed with y'all? No. Nope. I don't want no parts of it. Okay. That's what I was told. I don't know if it's true. So y'all don't quote me on that. It's just what I was told. Do I believe it? I don't know if I believe it. I don't know. I really don't know if I believe that. Okay. That's just what I was told. That I mean, because I was told something that I believe it. I don't know if I believe that. She looks good for her age, though. She's 75 years old. And it's time for her to retire, to sit down so she can think about what she's done. Bothering up with cocktail hours. Because you're like, girl, if you see my commentary, you don't like when I'm, just call me back. I would love to talk to you. I invited the woman that got out for a salad. Okay. I invited her up for a salad and a glass of wine because they all like to drink. Now I don't know that personally, but I'm just assuming because she affiliated with Dallas, so they like to get it in. Whew, no judgment. Anyway, guys, I gotta go. It's like about an hour and 25 minutes. So yes, the correction was the Joint College of Bishops website. The landing page is up. There was two different sites. If you Google it, you'll see that there's the same. So if you go to where it says the name of the church, the name of the organization, and you click website, then it pops up there. If you click down below and it says the website, and you click it, it's going to say it's going to give you a 444 message. So yeah, that's all I got. Oh, nice. Yeah, I'm gonna make tacos really quickly. I have not eaten. I've had tea today. Okay, I love the McDonald's orange pico tea, so I get it in large. Black orange pico tea. Add a little bit of extra tea, a little ginger tea to it, give it a little kick, and then I go on about my day, and I keep filling it up. So that's what I've done. Poor Bishop Pearson, look at that. He looks so sad in this frame, child. He's not your average light skin, though, but it's okay. It's all right. Anyway, love you guys. Y'all be good. Thank you for indulging the sister. I really appreciate y'all. Y'all go ahead and say hello to the mind and the woman of God. I forgot to show y'all these pictures yesterday. The mind and the woman of God, the globe is real. God bless them, okay? And then they make products like this that like to take children and take them in properly. But we're going to pray for Jason and Amari's safe return to their parents, okay? If they can find Amari's birth mother who's allegedly back in Mexico. We're going to pray for them. But we do want Jason to be returned to his mother, Michelle, all right? And Brandon Coleman to be released. I need to talk to Brandon. So I want to get to, caught up. But I do want to have a chat with Brandon about everything. But from the way that it looks, he's facing 20 years in jail. So y'all keep these people in prayer. These are not just stories on YouTube. Okay. I love you guys so much more. These are not just stories on YouTube. These are stories. These are people's lives. This is real life. This is not a joke. This is not a game. I know people make it lighthearted and they want to make it funny. I like to clown too. But ultimately, we keep the main thing over here, and that is justice for Jason, bringing him back to his mother and his father. And then I personally, some of my subscribers don't get it. I understand. I completely respect it. But I want Brandon out because I know that he knows where the bodies are buried. Okay? And your girl is nosy, and I want to know where the bodies are, child. What's going on with the bodies and why? All right? I love you guys. I'll see you all next time. Be good. Listen, love on someone today and tell them how much you appreciate them. Bye.